Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am simply Shell, also known as Michelle. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. You clicked on this video because you want to know a little bit about your girl. Today, as you can tell, I'm going to be doing some assumptions that you guys sent to me. Believe it or not, I didn't really get too many. A lot of you guys responded back and said that you didn't really have one, and I really respect that, because sometimes when we assume, we kind of make out of ourselves, and sometimes we assume. Most times we're not right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but sometimes you shouldn't judge a book by its cover until you fully know. But I'm here for it. I'm here for all the content. I'm here for all of the assumptions that you people may have, and a lot of you guys have no filter, and I guess I have to respect it, because when you're on social media and you put yourself out there, you're letting people in to interpret what they think they know about you. So if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you click the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. We're gonna jump right into the first assumption. The first assumption is you used to fight a lot. You seem like the type to knock a chick's head off. Well, TBH, to be honest, I didn't fight a lot. I ran into a lot of issues with females growing up, like in high school, but it never led to like physical. It was just a lot of chatting, just too much chatting. Girls talk a lot or whatever. And majority of the time, it wasn't something that I started. It was always issues that was brought my way. I feel like because of jealousy and stuff like that, I wasn't in drama, and I wasn't really out there. Like, I wasn't like a troublemaker. I was the cool chick. Honestly, I only had like, I think 1 or 2 fights, and I had one when I was younger. It was a boy though. I beat this boy up because I always been like kind of tomboyish or whatever growing up. But that doesn't really count. But honestly, no, I did not fight a lot. I'm a lover. Have you ever smoked? If so, what? And when was your last time? Do I really want to tell y'all this? Well, if we're talking about that good old THC or whatever, younger years, I want to say it's been over, I'm lying. I was heavy on it, not heavy on it, but I used to really be like kind of consistent with it during high school years, chilling with my peoples, you know. That's just what everybody was doing then. But as I got older, I kind of slowed down because I kind of had a bad experience. So if you guys want a story time on that, let me know about that. I'll fill you guys in. I think it was like maybe 2 years ago, New Year's Eve. Definitely lit up a nice little J or whatever. Skyrocketed. You know, I was up here. It felt good. But that's not really my forte. That's not really what I choose to do. I guess because I'm older now, my body doesn't really react well to it. I start to get, you know, paranoid, and I already have anxiety. You guys know that. So being paranoid and having anxiety, it's kind of like goes hand in hand. It's just gonna make me a basket case. So it's not for me, sis. Next assumption. You have always been slim. No, I have not always been slim. As a child growing up, your girl used to put away the meals. I used to be grubbing, like, listen, in my household, my grandma, shout out to you, she always made sure that we ate. So it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm not talking about like peanut butter and jelly and TV dinners. I'm talking about full course meals, like the meat, the starch, the vegetable, and then a dessert at the end. So growing up, I was a little chubby little thing. I'm gonna try to find a picture if I can and insert it so you guys can see. But yeah, your girl had hips, butt, and all of that. Then as I got older, I developed, you know, some digestive issues, which, you know, keeps me exercised because of certain things that I can and cannot eat. And if I eat the wrong thing, then it gives me a setback, and then your girl can't eat, and then it'd be a whole hot mess. So y'all wanna know about that? Let me know too. I'll do a video on that. But I'm trying to gain weight. So listen, sis is on a roll. Sis is on a journey to gaining weight. So if you guys have some tips and tricks that y'all can help me, that's really gonna work. And I need results fast because I'm very patient. So I don't have time to wait. Comment down below. Next assumption. Somebody sent me something that said China girl. I wrote question mark. And they said, your eyes are shaped like Chinese girls. I guess this is not an assumption. This is a compliment. All my life, I've been complimented on my eyes, the shape of my eyes. I have to shout out my father for these features. My father, if you've seen him, you would swear he's a dark-skinned Japanese man. His eyes, they're like slits. So I'm guessing I inherited that trait from my dad. So thank you for that compliment though. You're not very close with your sister. You're absolutely correct. Just because you have family members with the same bloodline does not necessarily mean that they're family, and doesn't mean that you have to be close. Everybody has their own opinions and their own things about them, and sometimes two people, even though they're family, they don't mesh well, and you keep your distance. You were wild, bad, and adventurous. So when you say wild, bad, and adventurous, I mean, what do you mean? Because I kind of need specifics. But I wasn't bad. I don't consider myself bad. I consider myself being curious and going through life in order to explore and to learn and to become mature. So I feel like when we're all younger, we all go through a stage where we become rebellious or we do things that we shouldn't do. Because I don't care what anybody says, there's one thing that you have done when you were younger, even now as an adult, you probably wish that you didn't do, but that's all about trial and error and finding out who you are. We all make mistakes and we all do crazy things. I mean, who didn't steal a piece of candy from a candy store? You know what I'm saying? Who didn't sneak out real quick or whatever? I remember one time, what did I do? I think I stole my mom's car. Well, my mom was cool, so I was 16 and I had my permit, but I didn't have my license. So my mom used to let me drive, but she didn't want me to go out that day. And sis went to sleep. I straight took them keys to that Honda and I was like, boy, your girl hit the road. I don't know where I went, but I remember her calling my phone like, if you don't bring my goddamn car back, y'all already know how that went. So yeah, but nothing too major. I wasn't out of control or anything like that. I felt like I was just a regular teen just going through regular things. This is not an assumption, but they wrote it underneath it. They said, how do you like motherhood? I love motherhood. Motherhood is one of the greatest gifts that anybody can experience as a woman. It is a beautiful journey and it's a gift from God to be able to create a life from a seed into an actual human being inside of a woman, inside of a womb. And it's the most beautiful thing because you have little yous that reflect you. You get to love like you've never loved. And it's a different type of love when you're a mother. It's a love that is unexplained. It's a love that nobody can understand unless you become a mother. So I love motherhood, although it's challenging and although it's tiring and although sometimes you get frustrated because you wish that you can do certain things or you're kind of limited to what you can do because you're a mother. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. My kids keep me going each day. Another assumption. I used to think your oldest was older, so I assumed you had a teen pregnancy. Well, I'll be damned. You was off. No. I am in my 30s. My oldest is 11 years old. I got pregnant when I was 22 years old, okay? So that's not teen pregnancy. I didn't graduate high school. I didn't do a little bit of college, okay? Then I chilled for a little bit and then I got pregnant. I definitely didn't have a teen pregnancy. If I were to, my mom would have made sure that that wasn't gonna go down. I mean, my mom didn't play about that and I'm hoping that I can instill that into my kids because, you know, we all make mistakes and things happen, but I would hope, and I am hoping that I can prevent that with my two daughters because you're still young. Sometimes you don't know it all, and to have a baby is such a big responsibility. So I felt like 22 was a good age for me, you know? Somebody assumed before getting to know you, I assumed you had major attitude problems. I get that a lot, and you know what? I can understand that because of how I come off. I'm very like assertive, I'm very strong, I'm very like, I'm forthcoming, I'm very outspoken, so I kind of feel like people can get the wrong impression from me, but at the end of the day, you have to get to know me first, and I kind of just don't let everybody in like right away, and I guess it's just how I come off, but I feel like I'm one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, but my exterior make you think something else. But that goes to say, never judge a book by its cover. Somebody said, it's not an assumption, they said simply beautiful. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. You're beautiful too. Somebody said you got backlash from your family or your friends from dating outside your race when you met Eddie. Not really from my family. My family is pretty cool and very receiving. Some friends, I wouldn't even call them friends, it's just people that know me, associates that know who I am, where I'm from. They were like, oh, you dating a Hispanic man? Oh, why you dating him? Ew, like that's corny, like trying to come at me. But at the end of the day, I'm a leader. I don't follow what everybody does. Because you think I'm supposed to be with a black man, you got something to say? How about you go outside of the box and stop being inside of your own shallow box and try something new? It wasn't family, and it was just people that really wasn't even important. They're not even like valid. They're not even somebody that play a really important part in my life, so it really didn't matter to me. Somebody said Michelle is rough around the edges. She must have had a struggle. All right, bro. Okay, that was a little, okay, all right. Let me try to see how I can come answer that for you. Michelle is a little rough around the edges, so when I see that, that makes me think that you assume that I am kind of mean. I'm kind of like rude and kind of negative, and I hope that I don't give that off because that's not who I am. Everybody has a struggle, so when you say I must have had a struggle, I'm sure you had a struggle too. We have all went through things in life that's called struggle. That's how we grow and that's how we learn. So you don't know me to even say that, or I feel like that was a little rude. Since we're on this subject, I'll elaborate. Yeah, I did go through a lot of things, and they made me who I am today. Very strong, outgoing, loving, giving. The list can keep on going. Person. Through my struggles, I have conquered so many things. I'm where I am today when I could have been somewhere else. I could have went left instead of right, but I'm appreciative of all the things that I did go through, because now I'm able to be in a better position, and I'm able to help other people that have been in the same, that walk the same path as me. So yeah, I can be a little rough around the edges, but that doesn't take away the goodness and the kindness in my heart. Okay, let's see what this assumption says. My assumption is about you that you've always been a major prankster, even before YouTube, and you know how to read people to get the reaction you want in order to make good content. That's natural talent. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. No, not really. I've never really been a prankster. I will say that I'm more of like a entertainer. You know, I like to always, you know, make people laugh and stuff like that. Growing up as a kid, we always used to sit around and do like karaoke with my family. We'd get make pretend microphones, and you know, we'll come up with songs and dances, and we would dance for our family members and stuff like that. So I feel like I always had that bubbly, entertaining like personality, and I'm hoping that this personality and these acting skills that I was given from the Lord above can get me on the big screen one day. So I appreciate that. I feel like we're all blessed with the talent. You know, you just have to find out what your talent is. Now, this is the last question. I waited for this, and I think I answered this before. I don't know, I was just like okay. My assumption is that the breakup between you and Eddie was fabricated to create drama and generate more traffic to your channel. I have little trust in your content since. Neither have I watched consistently as I did before because of it. All right, we're gonna like break this down into like a sandwich so we can touch each, you know, part. Number one, I understand when you're in the YouTube game and you have to do pranks, and I know that a lot of YouTubers have done pranks that were fake in regards to breaking up just to get views and stir up a storyline. You know what I'm saying? I get it, I understand. But for me, just coming into this YouTube game with the couple channel, it's been 1 year. There's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to put my life, my heart is one of the biggest things that I need to protect when I am on YouTube. My feelings and my love out there to thousands of people, and it's a lie. If you know me, you know how real I am, and I don't need to lie about breaking up with somebody that I love a lot. If you go back and watch the video, you will see that it's not fake. That was a real emotion for me. That was a vulnerable time for me to even get on the camera and share my life with you guys. So the fact that you think that's fabricated, you're 100% wrong. I feel like a lot of people think that just because we're YouTubers and we're on the camera that we don't go through anything. Like, you just have to have a perfect life every single day. There's so many YouTubers that go through so much, they just don't put it out there, because when they do, they get backlash and negative comments like this, and I can respect it. We let you know what we want to let you know. But back to what I'm saying, that was not fake, that was not made up. I actually had a hard time going through what I went through with my husband, but you guys didn't see behind the scenes. So that's your opinion. All right, guys, so this assumption video has come to it, and I feel like I answered enough. My mouth is dry, you know. If you guys want me to do some more, you guys want me to do a part 2 of this, if you want me to do a Q&A, or you guys just want me to do some try and hauls or more hair videos. I know you guys love the hair videos, but I kind of want to switch it up for you guys. Let me know what kind of content you guys want me to do. It's 2021. I'm trying to bring out some new content, some better content. You know, really engage with you guys. So yeah, if you did, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell so you never miss when I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.